saw the scene. I didn't watch Marvel Zombies because I don't like that style of art that they do, so I'm not going to watch it because they use it for their What If series.
Right, yeah.
I hate that digital computer type. But here's my thing now, and I'm just going to say it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody feels. Marvel, it is time to recast T'Challa.
Oh.
We've accepted that Chadwick Boseman was amazing, and he passed, and we appreciate the sacrifice he made filming. Because he had prostate cancer from 2016
yes.
all the way up to his death. Right. And he was in those movies doing this stuff. And we love and appreciate everything he did.
Yes.
Wakanda Forever, granted, y'all had a secret message behind it. We still let that slide, and that was a good goodbye. But now it's time to move on. Because here's what they're doing. I watched his clip, because he was the voice in the What If series. But I watched his clip in Marvel Zombies. And right off the bat, the producer said, or director, producer, one of them, said, we're going to honor Chadwick's memory. And we're not going to do a voice casting for him. So now it's like, okay. Y'all want to keep honoring the memory. But the only way you can honor the memory constantly is to keep killing him. That's not honoring. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, everything that's based off of T'Challa, you kill him off. That's not honoring Chadwick's memory. It's just, here's what you do. You give him a send-off, and you introduce somebody else. King of the Hill lost Dale and John Redcorn. Gave him a send-off, and introduced somebody else. And you couldn't even, you didn't think lesser of it.
They could get some, I mean, it's not the first they recast with Harrison Ford. When
that too, it was like
William, what the heck is his
William
name?
Hurt.
William Hurt died.
They announced it.
And he had been in the MCU a lot longer than Chadwick Boseman had. He had been in it since Hulk.
But they made a joke about it where it was like, well, I see you shaved the mustache. It's like, yeah, the people weren't a fan. Okay, acknowledge something and then move on. Because it's like, now it's just, you're beating oh gosh. I don't want to say
beating a horse.
Yeah, you're beating a horse because you're just constantly killing the Black Panther. And it's like, stop. That's not how, if you read comics, that's not how the Black Panther lore works. And I get it. You want to, you don't know where he wasn't.
It would honor him more to continue the movies.
The legacy.
Continue the legacy of the Black Panther. I'm sorry that he passed away. It was a horrible thing.
Yes.
But yes, recast. I mean, they recast the Hulk, and he didn't die.
They recast Joker, and Heath Ledger stole the Dark Knight performance. But the door was open when he died. The door was open for someone else to come in and do their part. Like, you can do a different iteration.
How many times had they replaced Batman, and it's always Bruce Wayne?
Yes. So my thing is like, just be open-minded. Just let somebody take the helm. I think it should be Aldous Hodge. His name, he's playing in Cross. He's playing Alex Cross right now. He played Hawkman.
I was gonna say Hawkman, the guy that played and
had that same
Black
sweat.
Adam.
When he came
100%.
on. When he came on as Black Adam or Hawkman and Black Adam, he just had a swagger that I was like, yo, he could be Black Panther.
I agree with that casting. Yes, he would be a fantastic cast.
Yeah, like I would give him the helm because it was like Chadwick did have an aura about him when he walked on. But can I be honest? Ever since they introduced us to Wakanda, then it became. It's not really the Black Panther. It's the city of Wakanda that empowers him. So, like, for example, he got beat every time. When he showed up in Civil War, he was a beast. But then when he gave him his own movie, he got beat, and then he got thrown off a cliff. Then the women had to. So it was like there was kind of like a message there, but you overlooked it because of his aura. But then when it's like, oh, they're going to Wakanda for Infinity War, they're going to tear it. Oh, the Wakandas don't play. No, he gets dusted. And it was just like, yo, y'all keep neutering him.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing. It was like, once they introduced Wakanda and Black Panther to the MCU, they neutered T'Challa, and then it was like everyone else around him were geniuses and strong leaders and bad warriors and all that stuff. And it was just like, yo, like, let him shine like you did in Civil War.
But did that also have something to do with the message that they were trying to portray at the time?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's why they made him weaker than he was. Just
of
like
course.
they tried to make Hulk weak, and they tried to make, what's her name, which I haven't watched, Ironheart, better. Yeah, it's...
Tony Stark was a billionaire. If he wasn't a billionaire, would he be able to do all this?
Yeah, he was in a damn...
with a box of scraps, what does Obadiah Stane say?
Yes.
He built a suit with a box of scraps.
In the desert with nothing and a box of scraps.
But we're going to go Marvel, Tate.
Yeah.
This is about Chad. This is about the Black Panther.
Yes, this is about...
Because it's infuriating what they're doing, and I get it, but it's like, even with Shuri, when she became the Black Panther in the comics, her issues, it was the fall of Wakanda. So it's like, but when when T'Challa was Black Panther, it was like 60 plus years of just lore. But when Shuri finally got the mantle, Wakanda fell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it was like, when T'Challa was the Black Panther, there was 60 years of story with him being the Black Panther. When they finally give the helm to his sister, the nation fell.
And I'll say, here's something. Black Panther, I've seen that, I don't know, 3-4 times.
I watched it nonstop when it came out.
That I've probably, besides, now the second one I've only watched once.
Yeah, and I regret that. Once was too much for me.
I watched it once.
Once was too much for me, so.
The Black Panther is probably, besides Eternals, Love and Thunder, and Quantum Mania, it's probably the least amount of movie of Marvel that I watch. Not because it's the Black Panther. I love the Black Panther. I was so hyped back in the day when I thought, because that's what Wesley Snipes wanted to be. Uh-huh. He wanted to do Black Panther instead of Blade, but they gave him Blade instead. But I was so hyped to that. What I don't like is they rely a lot on CGI for the fight scene.
Yeah, I didn't like the CGI.
That's more it reminds me of the Matrix fight scene where Neo is fighting Smith, and then all the Smith
the third one,
and they all come in there.
Which everyone says is like the least favorite of the Matrix series until
that was horrible.
Until that one came along.
Yeah, god awful.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't like his CGI. I didn't like the CGI fight. I love the natural costume.
Yes.
When he introduced it in Civil War, and then he wore it for like the first 15 minutes of, like, I was like, yo, this, like, it felt legit.
Right.
But then when it became CGI, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I like
his arms were like way too long, and
yeah, it just seemed, and I get it. They have to do CGI because he fights like a cat and all that. I mean, he's got the powers.
But he did good when he was wearing the suit.
Yes, I agree. The only thing
they CGI with the suit, because you saw the behind the scenes,
was the eyes. Right.
But I'm like, it's okay. It's okay now. Like, you can move. I don't think they want to though. I think they're cool with. We'll just let Shuri be the Black Panther for our story, and
I don't,
because I don't think they really had big plans for T'Challa. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't think they had big plans for T'Challa in the MCU. Like,
not now.
Not now, but when it was, because I do think he was supposed to be a big part of the new phase.
And then everything.
But like, for example, I felt like if they did do T'Challa, Shuri was going to get that suit regardless in Wakanda in the second one. Like, they were going to have two Black Panthers.
Right.
Because they just couldn't let him have his shine. And I don't like that they're treating... This is what I don't like about Wakanda Forever. They're treating African civilization like it's Western civilization. Where the black woman is the strongest of the household. And it's like, no, that's not how it is over there. You're portraying it how it is over here. Where, like, Rwanda, Angela Bassett's character, she's the one that was making all the decisions. Like, whilst the father was the one, like, because they did say that. It was like, the father was the one that was being the Black Panther, so she was the one that was handling the issues of the throne. It's like, that's not, no, you're still trying to say Western household
That's
stuff.
not how things go at all.
But like I said, I did love it for the aspect of it was a good representation of black people, because normally in black movies we're either thugs, inmates, or criminals. Whereas when Black Panther came out, we really did feel like royalty. But then when Wakanda Forever came out, then all of a sudden it's like, when they're like, hey, lower the shields. Oh no, raise the shields. They got like the DJ, but wicka wicka wicka, and I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm just like, it's okay. It's time to move on. I love Chadwick, but it's time to move on. Get someone else. Let them steal the show, and then be like, yo, Chadwick will be proud of that guy. Like, but don't just get a random Joe Schmo, and then be like, oh, we tried and it didn't work, so we gotta go back to Shuri. No, get a good.
They could have come up with some kind of something, and Killmonger could have ended up taking.
Not even even
something. Something they could have come up.
No, because I'm tired of Michael B. Jordan, so no.
Well, this was before the tired of Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
This was when Michael B. Jordan was still. I mean, the only thing you had was like Fruitvale Station and Creed.
Yeah. But yeah, but it's like they could at least.
Now, of course, yes. Now he's in everything.
Yes. So I'm like, yo, you can at least go. All right, the plant. Okay, we were able to recreate the herb. It does change your appearance though, because your body, like the herb, changed your appearance. Okay, fair enough. But
everybody gets. All kinds of people get facial reconstruction.
It's a comic book. You can do that.
Yes, exactly.
Beetleborgs did it when they you remember Beetleborgs?
The Kardashians do it now. What are you talking about?
But you remember in Beetleborgs when they recasted one of the girl, the recasted her and said, "Oh, I cast a spell. You would look the same to everyone else, but to us alone, you are."
You can make it. You're probably too young to remember, but when I was growing up, the stories, the stories that happened.
No, they did it. How many times? Young and the Restless. They
always change it. Today, the role of so and so.
They constantly change Adam.
And then
on Young and the Restless.
And then that person will play them for the next year or two, and then something might happen, and then
facial surgery.
Yeah, something that they always it can be done.
So it's like stories do it all the time.
Here you go. Bewitched, Darren. They had two different Darrens. I mean, but he was never changed. She didn't get a divorce or nothing. It was always Darren.
Yeah.
But Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Aunt Viv.
They say ever since you had a baby, you look different.
Yeah. Boom, you're done with it.
But I'm like, yo, it was like I do think it was an agenda thing, where it's like, okay, we're gonna we're gonna cater to our female audience. Female audiences are gonna love Shuri as the Black Panther. And then it's like, but they did the movie so bad because they just relied on emotion the whole movie. That was their downfall. Namor was a beast.
Yes,
but that's
why I watched the movie, for Namor.
But they relied on too much emotion, and then the fact that they had to retell the same story because they killed off T'Challa in the first half. Then in the second half, they killed off Angela Bassett, and it was like, yo, you're trying to cash in on grief. Now I can't support this movie because it was a check for y'all. Y'all were hoping that this movie would get you the same success as the first one, no. And it was like, nah. It was like Black Panther. There was just an aura of T'Challa. Bring that aura back, and it's like, I don't know. But I'm just like, yo, Marvel, it's okay. Because now you're cutting off, you're literally just cutting your nose to spite your face?
Yeah.
Because now you're just cutting off all access to T'Challa and saying, he's only T'Challa. Nobody else gets to be T'Challa. And there's probably so many good actors or voice actors that can take that role. And
I mean, if not,
I just think they don't want strong black men. But
if not, I mean, it doesn't have to be Black Panther. I mean, yes, Black Panther is a great character. He's a great character. As bad. Go away. If you're not going to recast him, how about just let's leave away from Black Panther?
Or leave away from Wakanda.
Yeah, we can cut away from that. There is hundreds of other black comic book characters.
But you did see where the studio that made Eyes of Wakanda, they had to file for bankruptcy. So it's like they're trying to cash in on a Black Panther, on the Black Panther lore and they're trying to cash in. But it's like from where they cut their nose to spite their face, they're not making money.
And there's
the studio that just made Eyes of Wakanda had to file bankruptcy. So it's like your way isn't working by saying everyone else can be the Black Panther, but the Black Panther.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want Billy to be the White Wolf.
I'm gonna take my arm away.